What is going down, Fanatics Live? This is The Hype, episode 307. We're live on Fanatics Live for the first time, the debut episode, guys. We've got amazing stuff for you guys today. We've got giveaways, we've got product drops, we got special price breaks. We're going to cover all the topics. The Wembanyama 200, the big one of one that was pulled that somebody offered a lot of money for. We've got QB bus. We've got Guess That Price and so much more on the Fanatics Live app, guys. Make sure you hit that follow right now so you know when we're live. Jacob's going to be breaking some Bowman Chrome right after the show. Guys, let me introduce the staff. We've been doing this for over 10 years as a podcast. We've been breaking for 12 years. This is episode 307. I'm Doug. We've got C-Rad over here. What up, C-Rad?
What's up, Fanatics Live? How you guys doing?
He's a Raider fan. Don't get on him too hard.
Oh, no.
Dude, there ain't nothing wrong with the Raiders, dude.
Raiders.
Dude, what is up? You know, I love Jimmy G. It's my guy right there. I'm Dan. What's up?
Dan?
I get no intro. I just interrupt C-Rad, come in, interrupt Doug. I'm Dan. What's
Dan.
up? Now, right there behind super producer over there. Is that Cody?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi.
Okay,
How's
there
it
you
going,
are.
everybody?
I can see that beautiful man right there.
Yeah, my daughter the other day actually thought that was me because you were wearing glasses. She's like, "Is that you coming through?"
Oh,
I'm like, "That's
man.
not."
Well, we've heard
It's
that
not me.
before.
We've heard that-
We've heard that before. I mean,
Sure.
that's
We are
y'all-
not related.
Y'all, that is my son.
We've heard that before, but to hear that from your next of kin is a little alarming.
It's a little
big.
eerie.
That's big
Seems
brother.
like I gotta
that's
have
big
you at-
brother Cody right there.
We gotta have you at more barbecues at the house
We
for
need,
family events.
just to be like, look, see, they're together. They're not the same person. You can tell them apart.
We love the chat. Keep the contributions of the chat going. San Jose in the house. That's right. Always representing. We've got the Hobby Rip Night happening this Saturday across America. Local card shops. Go to Tops and find out which local card store is doing your Hobby Rip Night. We've got it going down here in the Bay Area this Saturday from 3 to 7. We have an athlete appearance. We've got rip packs. We've got giveaways and stuff if you're local. But we got to talk about the Wembanyama, Cody. The first auto, the raffle, the winner. Crazy, right? The green auto that was if you're not familiar with it, it was the first one that he signed, and he wrote, "This is my first auto." Tops held an event. They streamed it live here on Fanatics Live, and there was a winner. There was a guy that won it. He won it. He walked out with it. I heard allegedly he got offered $250,000 for the card.
Millie.
Supposedly turned it down.
What?
Supposedly turned it down. Would you guys take that? Would you guys take $250,000 for the Wembanyama green autographed first card?
Well, let's go back in the Wayback Machine to about five podcasts ago. I don't know what price did we all kind of give our guesses on. What prices were we at there?
Man, I don't remember. That wasn't $250,000.
We were also
was it?
debating. We were also debating which one we would rather have, the one of one.
Yeah, the true
superfractor?
the true superfractor or the inscribed first card signed number to
Yeah.
99. I was 100% true superfractor.
I was
Like you're
first auto sign, I believe.
that's
So was I.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that well you got
Or maybe
no.
was I superfractor?
Yeah, I mean, I figure you're usually right, and that is the wrong answer. So
I
assume that you probably went superfractor.
I also was super, but I understand if folks want to go with my first ever signed, because yeah, it is in a way, it is sort of like it's like having another one of one, you know. So hey,
But what about the true superfractor film? Like that's
yeah, no.
that's
Super's
iconic,
a super.
right?
A super's a super. Yeah, no,
It's
no doubt
stamped,
about that.
but it's stamped one of one, true one of one.
But it doesn't say first ever signed, even though there is that sticker superfractor that's out there floating around as well.
Yeah, which is
So-
like definitely like third, fourth place, you know, because of the sticker.
But I want to hear it from the chat. Would you guys take the $250,000, or are you a believer in Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs that this card is going to go up and you may be able to get more for it later on down the line? What do you guys think? Aaron sold. Take my money. First auto. Take the money. D-Long. Take the money.
It comes down to this always breaks down to, what do you believe in? Do you believe he's gonna be that guy that the media is hyping up, that he's gonna be the next big one, or do you just And I think to be fair, most people would just take the money to take the $250K.
And Shane saying could be Zion all over again. I mean, we have high hopes for Zion this year, but he may have already passed the boat. He is in hobby lore now, but $250,000. My next follow-up question, you guys, is, and don't say pay bills or pay your mortgage. What would you do with that $250,000?
Don't say something.
Don't do the responsible.
Yeah, don't be
come on.
responsible. Come on. Buy a Lambo.
Wait. Buy a Lambo?
Sure.
Is that what you said over there?
Yeah. Go crazy.
That's what
Hey.
you would. So if you basically just came across, Cody, $250,000 quarter milli, that's where you would spend it.
No, I mean.
Okay.
personally.
I mean, I
So
get it.
that's
I
what we're
get it.
what we're asking.
For the
little
sake
extra
of it.
content for radio. I
Sure,
like it.
yeah,
I like it.
For the sake of the argument, yeah, of course. Look, here's what I'll say. Honest opinion is I am a believer in Victor Wembanyama,
Tesla in a plot of land.
and I'm selling this card. I am a believer in him. I think he is going to be a good player, potentially a transcendent talent in this league, and I'm still selling this card.
That's crazy, because if you're saying he's going to be a transcendent player in the next great one, dude, it doesn't get any more unique than a first autograph. And he inscribed it. This is the first one I ever signed. Like, when in the history of the rest of the cards he'll ever sign, or any cards that will ever be produced of him, when we will ever get anything similar to this card?
But
Wait, you're holding? You're holding that? You're not selling that card for? I mean,
Did you have a 40 ouncer? It was episode 300 again before you came in.
But I
I
mean,
can't-
let's be real about it. Like, it's not him in his Spurs uni.
Right, but listen, I'm not the crazy one, because the guy who hit it did not sell it
Right,
either.
he's on his team. That's true.
I'm
That's
not
a good
crazy.
Point. That's a good point. I know in the chat we said let's Dell said you could buy an LCS with that. You could start your own LCS. I think that's a great idea. We need more LCSs. $250,000. I mean, you go on a pretty nice vacation around the world.
Absolutely.
Maybe take a couple
A
days.
pretty nice vacation. Yes.
Take a couple months off of work. For a little
This
bit.
is what the hobby in me would actually do. 100%. This is what I would probably do. You're right. It's very risky to keep this card, right? I would sell the card for $250K. You know what I would do right away? I'd probably buy me a really nice Michael Jordan rookie and a really nice Tom Brady rookie. That's what I would do.
Go with the blue chip.
Maybe
you
blue
sell
chip.
it and
Blue
go with
chip.
the blue chip investment.
Maybe
I think
LeBron.
it's solid.
And that's another good question in the chat. Which card, or let's just say you had it to buy another card. What cards would you buy? What cards would you guys buy? If you got the $250K, you want it. I mean, we're assuming this person's probably not into the redemption more than $10K, because that's about what they were going for, or maybe less because he hit it out of a $200 hobby box. Got the $250K. He's like, I'm going to parlay it into some other cards. So we got Inferno Rage in the chat. Love it. Down payment on a house. Well, I'm seeing a lot of that. I mean, that is definitely the responsible thing to do. That is the responsible thing to do.
That is the responsible thing. 52 mantle.
Sure.
Yeah.
52 mantle at night, obviously, like at a mid-grade. 4, maybe a 5, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
you could get crazy, get a 1-on-1 superfractor of Babe Ruth. Retrofractor.
Or you could got pretty close to getting the triple logo man we pulled. Pretty
Yeah,
close.
Pretty close.
Little bit more. A little bit
Yeah.
more. Another 50K. A little 50K.
Add a little. You gotta come. Yeah, now you gotta come out of pocket to buy that triple look, man.
A little bit more out of pocket.
I'm sure we talked about this when this first came up, but if this goes for this price, one, the super, I'm curious, and I think even more curious, the potential 1-of-1 Black Prism. What is the price tag on that? If we're saying this is $250K, and chat, please chime in. I want to know what
Black
people think.
Prism. I'm going, man. If we're on this trajectory of this one selling for, or somebody offering $250K for this one,
We don't
yeah.
we don't know if somebody offered 250 though.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't
Somebody-
have proof.
Okay, I'm going off allegedly. If somebody allegedly offered $250K for
sources,
this
bro.
auto, then the Black Prism 1-of-1 should be at least
Okay, relax.
500K.
Relax.
$385,000.
Oh, he's such a random number.
You took a long time to be like, okay, fine, okay, no, that
Add
number's
the
gonna sound too
0,
crazy.
1 times
That-
5.
that number's gonna be
$500,000 is
kind
too
of
crazy.
insane.
$500,000 is too crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's no doubt he's already a special player, but we have a special for you guys. We have a Bowman Chrome case. A case. Let me repeat that. 12-box HTA hobby case coming up. It's at our 5:30 stream with Jacob. We're doing it for $99 a spot, random team. That's 36 autos. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. It's posted. There's already been some people before the stream that jumped in on that and got their spot. It's the lowest price you'll see. It's a Hype Podcast special, one-time only deal, guys. So go on to Jacob's stream and get your guys' spots for Bowman Chrome HTA. All right. I wanted to talk about the Dame Lillard trade, or as we're getting into the show and his card history, because a lot of you guys that haven't been in the hobby very long don't know the card history for Dame Lillard. He was a Leaf exclusive, so he had no autographs his rookie year until the end of the year. There was 2 products where he was live in. It was Intrigue and I believe Innovation. And then what Panini did then is they actually had a wrapper redemption program for his NT, his Flawless, his Gold Standard. They came in an encased pack, and then you could got an NT, you could have got a Flawless, so it was really hard to get. He also had Silver Prisms. But what do you guys think of this trade? I mean, I guess we get to see if Damian Lillard is not Kevin Love at this point, right?
What?
Wait, you just compared Dame Lillard to Kevin Love?
Well, I just got to say, Kevin Love was on the Minnesota Timberwolves scoring 28 points a game.
Yeah.
Didn't score 28 points a game when he went over to the Cavs.
We're talking less actual player profile, more career trajectory. First of all, Kevin Love traded at a much younger age. Is that than what Dame is currently at, right? Like this is the back half of Dame's career. Like we have entered it. If not, we've already been in it. Now he's still a spectacular.
He's a rookie
player.
in 2012.
Right.
2012, yeah, double rookie class.
Yeah. So it's man, I don't know. It's just on the court. Let's just talk that. This is like I don't know. Bucks. It's crazy to forget. Like it's easy to forget. Like they got bounced out of that first round. That team was formidable. They should have gone way deeper. Clearly,
Giannis hurt though.
Yeah, Giannis hurt, but clearly an answer to the disappointment of last year. This should make them the best team.
Yeah, and I'm just saying Kevin Love is a bad comparison, but I'm saying a guy that's a guy that's on a bad team that's scoring a lot of points, right? He's one guy. CJ McCollum, you can't really say he was his Robin. You know, he's had a lot of guys filter in and out.
He did well when he went somewhere else. He did well.
I'm just saying, is there going to be enough ball to go around for Giannis and Dame? Are they both going to score 30 points?
Listen, 1,000%. First of all, super happy for Dame Lillard. He's always wanted to be on a championship caliber team. He's got that with Giannis as his teammate now. And it's kind of both of what Giannis and what Dame was looking for. They were looking to be on teams obviously that are competing for championships, and now they get to do it together. So I'm happy that Portland was able to find a situation for Dame that will put him in a position to possibly win an NBA championship. With Dame being from Oakland, I've always been a super supporter of Dame Lillard, obviously, and the thing about his cards in terms of the hobby is that what you were just alluding to, there's not a lot of Dame rookie cards and autographs
super
out
underrated
there.
in the card hobby for sure.
If you look at his pop for the Silver Prism specifically, it's very, very
Super
low. So I mean, collecting Dame just in general because was always a great idea, but now it may pay off for those people that have been holding some of his more key rookie cards for this entire time.
And I think that, I like how you said, I think that keeps Giannis happy in Milwaukee because after
100%.
every year there's always a speculation is Giannis leaving. Now they're basically set up to win now. They got to be the offseason front runner, them and the Celtics.
Yep.
In the East, yeah.
In the East.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with. And
Dame's good.
There's also the factor of his cards being rookie on the Blazers. I mean, that does affect his value. Do you guys see people going to eBay, wherever,
I think
PWCC, and grabbing his rookie cards and them going up now because of the Bucks?
Yeah. Yes, because
what do you guys think in the chat?
And I know they're not the same player, but look at for example, like LeBron, who's switched teams a few times now. His rookie card with the Cavaliers still that's always iconic, right? So I don't think in this case, especially for basketball cards too, I don't think it's not as crazy as like when we look at other sports, like maybe like a baseball when a guy's first Bowman is completely different from the team that they end up on, right? Or maybe win a World Series with. But what was I gonna say? The
I'm gonna say that you love.
You
no,
love
no,
Damian
no, no,
Lillard.
no, no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
100%.
I remember now. It's funny because every year we've been doing this podcast for a long time. Every year I always choose the Bucks to come out of the East. This year I super picked the Bucks to come out of the East.
Yeah, I mean, Bucks a bigger market than Portland. Shane says. I mean, recently, yeah, because of Giannis, right?
It's a even.
Can
It's
we
pretty
even
much
name
even at
anybody
this
beyond
point.
Ray Allen that played for the Bucks in the 80s and 70s, 90s?
80s and 70s.
Michael Redd. A shout out
maybe the
Michael
70s
Redd.
and
Michael
80s?
Redd.
Yeah,
Korea.
Michael
Yeah,
Redd.
that's true. Okay. All right. I'm just saying, maybe I'm a West Coast guy. I didn't see a lot of Milwaukee Bucks basketball back in the 80s and 90s. Granted, I was also 2 years old in the 80s, but didn't see a lot of that on TV.
We would be doing a disservice if we did not spin this back over to Bay Area sports real quick. And
That's what we do.
the big news
Michael
that really
Redd.
came out in basketball was the Warriors signing Rudy Gay.
Sure. We're really burying
I don't
the lead
know how the
here,
Warriors
yeah.
can be stopped at this point.
Rudy Gay. How long has he been in the league?
17
Jeez.
years.
There's people that in
I
our
love
chat are probably not even
So
old.
getting back to if you're looking for Rudy Gay cards, where do you
The real story.
where do you
The
go?
real story. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm
Shout
excited.
out to Rudy, man.
I am excited for Damian Lillard in the sense that he has a chance to win a championship because he did stay loyal to Portland for a long time, and they didn't really put a lot of pieces in place for him to win. Now he's in his best situation, so we'll see. I have a Giannis silver. I have a Damian Lillard silver. I also have a flawless auto of Damian Lillard too. So I hope for the best, but I'm just hoping that he could play with somebody else
Think you
It's
mean
Dame
and
time.
still be as
think
good.
you mean we? I don't
No,
think-
it's just mine.
yeah,
I took it from you.
Think about the pick and roll nightmare that you're gonna have to deal with
Insane.
Dame and Giannis.
Insane. Do you want to just look at some of the cards? Lillard Silver Prism last sold 21.90
Undervalued.
on April 23rd.
Extremely undervalued.
There you go. You heard it from Dan. And another one I thought was interesting, the Kaboom. I think this is the first year of Kaboom, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe second year.
First year, 13, 14.
Yep.
First year kaboom ever.
First
So not a
year.
rookie, but second year.
Last sold 3,000 on July 29th. So just
What is that one? What is that one graded, by the way, Cody?
the second Kaboom is or the Kaboom is a PSA 10. Both are PSA 10s. Right
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you guys? I mean, that's actually the Kaboom is that was the year they actually drew. They hand drew
I
the
love
Kaboom.
it. Cartoon.
Now they've
Yeah, it
kind
really
of
adds
more
a value.
animated, more computer.
Yeah, computer
look to it.
generated, yeah.
I mean, that's a fantastic. We have. Let me clarify. A Steph, LeBron, Lillard. I was trying to collect that whole set because it is a very low pop.
Where did
Super
the
cool looking set,
where did the
man.
Kabooms come out of?
Innovation.
Innovation. That's
Yep.
right. Innovation.
Yep.
What a
Yep.
product.
Market and Fanatics Live. Breaking NBA news and market analysis. Fanatics Live could cry at the beauty for sure.
That's what we're doing.
Well,
That's what we bring to the table here.
I also we've been dropping it in the chat, guys. If you have never bought on Fanatics Live, you're here watching for the first time because of the hype. You could use code TheHype25 all in caps and get $25 off anything in our shop. So if you want to get into that Bowman Chrome I already mentioned, and you never bought into a break, not only it could be 99, it could be 75 at this point. I mean, you're getting a whole case of HTA at
Good deal.
$75.
I mean, it's a good deal at 100, but it's a great deal at 75.
And if you go through our schedule, I kind of peppered in some special stuff throughout all of our days breaking here on Fanatics Live. So you could use that code and get some super good deals. So if you haven't, we're giving you a little bit of a nudge to go ahead and use the app and buy some stuff. If you're a first-time buyer here, use code TheHype25, all in caps with the hype, and then $25 off anything. So if you've already spent an ungodly amount on Fanatics Live, you're a great supporter. You can take advantage of that Bowman Chrome deal at $99. There's also some hidden deals. Maybe on Monday. You might want to check it out on Monday, but check that out. We got more deals. We're going to have our first drop here soon. We're going to have a box that's going to be under market that you guys can buy in limited quantity, so stay tuned for that, guys. But I wanted to talk about what is the best sport to collect in the hobby and why. What is the best, and this is obviously opinion-based, but if you had to only pick one sport to collect, what would it be? And I'm gonna start with C-Rad. Dan's going pickleball.
Pickleball.
All right.
Untapped market.
For me, because it is the main sport that I watch and that I love. It is basketball cards for me. Basketball cards is what has gotten me to come back to the hobby multiple times throughout my life. When I was younger, I was really into football cards when I was young in the early 90s originally, but the LeBron coming into the league in the 2003 when I was just coming out of high school brought me back to cards. I couldn't afford much back in 2003 because I was a high school student. And then back in 2014 when Wiggins and Embiid was part of that 2014 draft. That's what really brought me back officially full time. So basketball for me always holds a special place in my heart, and I think just it's always a fun sport. Like you can. Obviously, we know who the top guys are coming out every single year, but there's also guys that are always surprising us that maybe go a little bit deeper from the first round, that are taken later in the first round. I mean, or even potentially even sometimes in the second round. It rarely happens, of course, but basketball cards offer. I just think there's a good opportunity there for to collect guys that you love, maybe guys for your team, but it's just a fun sport to collect for. To be honest,
I think basketball. But you said basketball. I'm going baseball. Basically, I started collecting as a kid. I collect primarily baseball. I still enjoy collecting baseball. I think honestly, it's a little safer collecting baseball. I do like prospecting as well, and I like the nostalgia of being able to go back and collect cards that honestly, like when I was a kid, kind of similar to what you were saying, stuff that I couldn't afford.
Yeah.
Stuff that was kind of like my Grail cards that are achievable at this point. Mm-hmm. 89 Upper Deck Griffeys, 1990 Leaf.
That we both have.
Frank Thomas.
Yeah.
I have some personal Griffeys, graded great. Tough grades. But
No, I agree with you. I got started with baseball, but I think football for me now, just the attention span of a long season for me, is football's perfect. It's the right time. Only 17 games plus the playoffs. It's kind of easy to figure out who's going to be good right away. But I do like the prospecting game. If I'm a baseball guy, I'm Bowman guy, and then football, collecting my Niners and things like that. So, there isn't a wrong answer here, but you do see values going up and down, right? Because basketball's probably seemed like it's the most up and down as of late, right? Because you had the Pandy prices way up. You've seen Steph Curry RPAs going for $800,000.
What I should have mentioned, that my argument for basketball cards is that if we look at the data of the most expensive cards that are sold throughout these last 5 years, I would say, a lot of them will probably be basketball cards, right? If you look at the most expensive cards sold over the last 5 years.
Without a doubt. And so it had the most room to go down.
Current
modern
basketball. Yeah, modern.
Okay. Yeah.
And Shane has a question. I think, Cody, you could tackle that. But now with Bowman do we not have prospecting with basketball and football? What's our opinion on that?
We've talked about this a few times on the podcast. I think it's I thought it was really enticing to have that. And you know what? Clearly, what we just saw, going back to the Wembanyama thing, clearly there is a market here. There is a demand for this type of stuff. So will it ever reach the baseball levels? I don't know, but all it takes is one guy, and clearly Wemby seems like he is that guy that's going to make people want to collect these sorts of Bowman cards going into the future. First Bowman for basketball. I still think the fact that it's going to have their college jerseys and if you're a Spurs fan, in this case, he's on the Metropolitans in France. Do you care about that team? You want to see them in their jersey. I think that's always going to be something that holds it back. But I think there's a way, way higher demand than there was even, 6-7 months ago. So, it's the tide's turn a little bit.
Yeah, and maybe you could get that drop queued up for our first one. But I wanted to mention that my problem with prospecting on the NIL guys is how do you determine if a guy plays 4 years and he has 4 cards? Yes, year 1 card, year 2 card, year 3 card, year 4 card. Which one's the one?
The one that has the designation of first Bowman.
The first Bowman. Okay, that's fair. That's a fair question.
I think
because we've seen that with football already, where it's like Bryce Young last year he had the first Bowman, and this year he's also in Bowman U, but not necessarily the first Bowman this year. But people were still collecting him this year in Bowman U. So
yeah. And what do you guys think of? Here's a question for the chat: are you guys buying unlicensed stuff? Like unlicensed products, maybe, or maybe I should rephrase it, college or unlicensed, stuff without the actual logos on it. Do you prefer a good deal? Because usually those are a little bit cheaper. Do you prefer hey, I'm still getting an auto, I don't care, or do you just stick to the licensed stuff?
Yeah, I know you asked that to the audience, but I want to say, and I've said this before, I think there is a lot of value specifically with college football because college football is huge, right? Especially here in the States. So there's a lot of people obviously who support their colleges, hardcore, and they love to grab the players of them in college uniform. So there's a lot in terms of football. I think there's a huge market there, but I'm not so sold up maybe like on basketball yet necessarily.
Well, licensed basketball, speaking of which, I think we have that drop about to hit right now. So Mosaic Choice 21-22 at 125. This is 250 everywhere else. There's only going to be
Wait a
6
second.
available.
We're selling stuff on this stream?
We're selling stuff.
I thought we were just talking.
It's about to hit. You got to hit it right there, Cody. Hit the – yep,
Boom.
There it goes. Boom. 125, it's half off. Only 6 available, guys. These are ship sealed. We're not ripping these. These are going to be ship sealed to you. And, yeah, you could use the code, too. I mean –
Look at that.
wow. If you haven't purchased from us before, you could use the code. Get a deal on Mosaic Choice Basketball 21-22. And that's tell people who they can hit 21-22.
Cade Cunningham, Scotty Barnes, Evan Mobley, a.k.a. Mobley.
I was like, wait, I've been saying it wrong the whole
This
time.
whole time, 2 years.
And the Choice has the Nebulas. It's got
one
Peacock.
autograph. It's got the Peacock.
Franz Wagner, Jalen Suggs,
Franz Wagner.
J.K., Moses
One of the
Moody.
goats.
KTO says he just feels like he stepped into a Don West show. Well, I'd be like, yeah. Factory sealed! Factory sealed Mosaic Choice. We only got the phone lines are blowing up, guys.
Yeah. I love it. Keep going,
should.
dude.
I need a phone.
The phone lines are busy.
I need a phone where I can just pick up right
A big, like,
a rotary
Like
Yeah.
phone.
like a giant rotary phone.
Like a red phone. So
I just got Cody to buy 5 of these Mosaic Choice boxes.
Man,
They're going fast, guys.
And it's the greatest thing I've ever done. One of the greatest decisions I've ever made. Absolutely.
that's a one-time only deal, guys. There's only 6.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, I can't do
No,
it.
I know.
My voice
I
will be
gotta,
gone.
I gotta say that is a really, really good Don West.
It's solid.
Doug West.
Well, what you got to do is you got to put a lot of pressure in the throat area and like you're blowing out your voice. That's how you got to do it, which I see a lot of breakers doing, man. I go home and watch some break videos of some guys that are like, oh, my God. And it's like, man, lemon lozenge. I mean, like, some kind of.
Go big or go home, man.
The goal is what you got to do is it's from the diaphragm. It's from the diaphragm. You got to go from there. Like if you ever, if you breathe from there and you get more you can project it louder and last longer, so you don't have to use those lozenges or cough drops or whatever. That's the key.
Modern day would be, I'm getting a 404 error. We're getting 404 errors.
Cody is a true pro. He's a pros pro.
That's the key.
Well, yeah, they do teach you that in singing training too.
Singing training. I played trumpet for a long time. And those were same.
We talking
same idea.
choir? Is that what we're talking?
Talking. Like I did like stage musical and stuff like back in high school is what I was doing.
Yeah, that's what you needed at our party at the National this year.
I
Do you
forgot.
believe in love
Yeah.
at the love?
I forgot about those rules. If there's someone has the video of me singing "Share"
Dell was there.
late in the night. Yeah.
Dell, where you at, Dell? You were there for that.
Late into the evening.
I think he was. He might have left by then, but I think Cody cleared out the room on that one. But hey, it was
In
fun.
a good way.
And that was the Mojobreak party. by the way.
You can clear out a room in a good way?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
People
Love it.
It was just the aura was so powerful that people just couldn't do it. They couldn't handle it. It was blinding.
Why that song, Cody?
Because
Because why not?
it was
kind
a
of
late
a banger.
It was
yeah.
a late night. It's a banger. It's a certified banger.
Is it?
It
Yeah,
is.
it's a
100%.
certified banger.
Yeah.
It introduced to the world to the great version of autotune.
Yeah.
And yeah, there were a few adult beverages consumed before that too. That
course.
goes without saying.
Some sodas.
I gotta say the auto-tune, crazy staying power.
Yeah.
Still used to
Crazy.
this
Still
day.
used.
We like
Still
as
used.
much as people like to crap on it, it makes
Yeah, if you
songs
suck at
sound cooler.
No, I mean if you suck at singing, it's
a great
the,
fix.
it's the not suck button.
Yeah.
No,
Yes,
because
it
if you
is.
because
100%, 100%.
I don't know, man.
100%.
I don't personally believe in that.
You could sound terrible.
Shane says, "Could you put auto tune on the Breakers mics?"
Oh, we need to make that happen.
Let's go. You know, I can't even do it. We should try that one time.
No,
that's gonna be the new
I
Let's
mean
Go.
that actually. If that is Shane, and that's the Shane, and I'm pretty sure that is the Shane.
Is it Shane O'Mac?
The one point I want to make on autotune is that there is and this is the reason why
You're gonna defend autotune right now. I love this.
I get it.
There's a reason why it has, like you said, a long staying power. Right, it's been around forever now. The version that we hear on like with starting with the shared song, is that there's a large segment of people that not prefer, but they like how that sounds on music.
I get it, but it also has to do with the fact that it definitely helps an artist if they cannot sing.
Sure.
But like stylistically,
I mean, it's called autotune.
Like
Pitch
so,
correct.
So what I'm
Well,
the point I'm coming across is
something
that whether the
different,
person
though.
can actually sing or not, stylistically people like the sound of what autotune sounds like, whether the person can actually sing or not.
I get what you're saying, but it's a bonus.
Yeah.
It's a bonus feature that if you can't sing, you
Like
can
they
just
think
throw
it just
that
sounds
throw
cool, the
that into the
effect.
mix.
Yeah. The like turn it all the way up, the autotune to 100, you know what I mean?
Because there's a lot of different ones. I mean, there's autotune, what we're talking about. There's pitch correct, which is
it's
sim-
always been used.
similar,
in the music
100%. There's also vocoder,
Yeah.
which is actually done with a keyboard.
Another giveaway, guys. Get in.
I'm
Bowman.
Hey, we love music here at
There's only 40
Mojobreak.com.
seconds, but yeah, I just want to cut in and let everybody know to join the giveaway. Another
Yeah.
Bowman Inception University box hitting that Wemby. But yes, I did a little vocoding before in my time. I had that little box.
no, you didn't do vocoding
Well, I did something.
because you didn't have a keyboard.
Oh, I did a stop
So,
box vocal effect.
California Love. That part.
Yeah.
Oh,
whoever
I
was the
love
vocoder,
that. I
yeah,
love how
Roger
they do that
Troutman.
effect.
Yeah.
that's a vocoder.
Oh, I
That's-
love that. That's like so unique when you actually see
That's-
them doing it. Like
It's
with
a-
that with that little thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about football season is in full swing. It's great to be a Niner fan, 3-0. But I want to talk about the busts, the quarterback active busts. Who's a bust? If you have his card, you're like, I'm really worried. I've already sold it, or I'm thinking about selling it. I want to hear your guys' responses in the chat. There's obviously one Bears quarterback that comes right to my mind, and it's already in the chat. Justin Fields.
It's a bummer.
And Cody championed him. He was like,
Yeah.
Tyson Badgett isn't anybody.
I was, by the
Justin
way,
Fields is the guy.
congrats to our two winners so far. Yoshi won the first box. Super Debo Man winning the second box. Congrats
Super Debo
to
man.
both
Congrats,
of you.
man.
Congrats. Yeah, I was a big Justin Fields champion there at the second half of the season. I thought if he can put things together, the running game, he's electric. And, it doesn't look like it's happening. Now, not always the best place to judge after a game at Arrowhead against the Chiefs, but it is looking pretty rough right now. Can I tell you who I'm not worried about?
Who?
Let me just tell you a guy that I'm
Brian
really
Hoyer.
not worried about at all. In fact,
Herbert.
he may be on the path to being the best quarterback
say
in this
Justin.
league. Justin Herbert, baby. Sherbert. Yeah. What a game!
Wow.
What
I
a
mean-
game!
Wow.
What a game! If you guys
okay.
are just joining us, I really
So,
like Justin Herbert.
Cody, the very few Charger fans out
Wow.
there.
What a-
die
what a game.
Charger fan.
No, well,
No, you are.
I
You
like
are.
Herbie. I
No,
like
well,
Herbie.
Nobody would say that if they were not a diehard Charger
Like
fan.
Herbie. Like him.
Maybe Herbert's the next one to date a big pop star like Olivia Rodrigo or
Sure.
something, you know?
I would
maybe.
still say it would go right now
Tua?
in the West, it would go Garoppolo,
Oh yeah.
God.
Yeah.
as a
yeah.
bust,
We're
right?
on the same
Number one
page.
bust? Yeah.
Russell Wilson,
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Patrick Mahomes,
Patrick, yes.
Okay.
Justin Herbert.
Yes, I'm
if
loving
if I had
this.
to rank the quarterbacks from best to
AFC
worst
West?
in the West.
Yes, no bias, of course.
Herbert, 74
No
completion,
bias.
no interceptions, 6 touchdowns for the
You guys
year.
can trust me.
112
That's
rating.
the order.
It's
He actually shouldn't have lost those first 2 games. Actually,
Who?
looking
There were
at it.
one-score
Herbert,
games.
Yeah, that's.
It ain't his fault.
Who's Sherbert?
For some reason, they kept that coach around.
Who's Sherbert?
Yes. It wasn't his fault. They're good. He's a good
you
quarterback.
mean Brandon
I mean,
Staley?
on paper.
Yeah, whatever. He doesn't even deserve to be named because he's been stinking it up
I
so
mean,
much lately.
can we take a moment to say goodbye to the Russell Wilson rookie card collectors? Because I'm sure they've already bounced out. The guys Could have had a gold jacket. It's wasting away by now. There's no chance he's a Hall of Famer.
Wow.
The Broncos, they thought
zero chance.
there's zero chance. Well, there's like 0.1%.
The thing is,
0.1%.
I was corrected. I thought the Dolphins put up 72, but apparently they put up 70. I was corrected earlier today.
Maybe he could have played defense.
Probably felt like 140.
Was that Russell Wilson's fault?
Probably.
No.
It's his smug look on the sideline in his good man brand shoes.
What is it about Russell Wilson that angers people so
This
much?
whole Seattle team didn't like him.
hate
He
that
obviously
somehow.
doesn't. He's like Barry Bonds without the stats. He has his own couch in the area.
You don't
room.
know that.
Well, I'm just assuming.
You're not in the Broncos locker room hanging out.
It all ran. All went downhill.
Russell Wilson is a Hall of Famer.
No,
Russell Wilson's a Hall of Famer.
No, who is a Hall of Famer? Pete Carroll. That's clearly.
I agree with that.
Pete Carroll could have easily had anybody in that spot and probably still won a bunch of games. I mean, we're like, oh, let's wait. We've got Sean Payton coming in for the Broncos. He's going to turn the culture around. 70-20. 70-20. How does that happen?
Tua.
It's only happened
Mike
4
McDaniels.
times in the history of the NFL.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you how it happened.
Yeah,
I'll tell you how it
exactly,
happened.
Super D.
Just the defense wasn't that great. Not a good.
Not a good defense, right?
Why do we continue to make excuses for Russell Wilson? You guys sit here just trying to find excuses.
No,
the
look,
guy just
trust me.
continues to
Find
lose games.
excuses.
Trust
He
me.
continues
The
to lose
dude's got
games.
got hardware. What's up?
I love
So does
watching
Jimmy
the
Garoppolo.
Broncos lose by 50 points. I love they got a 70 steamer dropped on them.
Look, I just want
I
to know,
love it.
did the Dolphins
But-
cover?
Was him.
Just barely.
The over-under was
cover.
99. Got close.
But I mean, with what he did with Pete Carroll, and you're right with Pete Carroll in Seattle. You're right. It's enough. He's in like with in the rest of his career. He's in the Hall of Fame, man.
I know you love making this argument. Do you really think when Russell Wilson calls it and it's his first year of being eligible to be in the Hall of Fame, do you truly think he is not going to make the Hall of Fame?
Not gonna make the Hall of Fame.
No, I mean,
No.
come on, like
0%. Anybody got
0%. Zero. Okay, how much we betting right now? How much we bet? 0%.
0%.
So you're telling me that not one person's gonna vote for him?
10%, maybe 10%. 0 to 10%. Is anybody in the chat? D Long says maybe, but definitely
dude,
maybe not
Russell
first
must
ballot.
have been giving the Niners that work for years.
Well, I mean, we didn't have Shanahan.
and that is really the reason. It's
Second ballot, third ballot. The Hall of Fame committee gonna
no.
get in there?
I'm gonna hold zero votes. 0 votes. Not one writer who votes in a Hall of
I mean,
Famer
it's
is
tough.
0.
Terrell Owens wasn't even a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Did he get 0 votes?
No. He might get a few.
Does anybody get 0 votes?
Is anybody holding on to some Russell Wilson cards? Slam the over. Players like Russell devalue the goal. That's absolutely what I'm talking about.
That's got to be the Shane.
Oh,
I'm
God.
like,
That's
these
gotta
guys
be
are like,
Shane.
show me the proof. Let's wait for Sean Payton. Look at it. They're ranked 20. They're ranked 31st. Them and the Bears.
Nobody in
the
their
last
right
two
mind actually would
teams.
say that he would devalue the gold jacket. Sorry, Shane.
Yes, Russell Wilson is as fake as they come. The media knows this, and they vote on it.
No, I do
exactly.
think
Like
there-
if you
0
talk about his
votes.
personality, I'm not judging that. I'm judging football. You know, like when I'm talking about Russell Wilson, I'm judging football. His personality. Maybe he rubs his, the media the wrong way or his teammates the wrong way.
Does
or,
he though? I think this is also like a whole made up thing. Like Russell Wilson doesn't do anything wrong.
I should have probably.
I think that's actually what pisses people off.
I should
is
probably
that he
check
just-
that
He doesn't do
Fanatics
anything wrong.
that Russell Wilson did not invest in Fanatics Live before I go on this tangent, right? I don't think he is.
He's part of the investment group.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like, oh, hey, I'm getting a call here, guys. Russell Wilson is a Hall of Famer. No. They say the same thing about Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is a Hall of Famer. In
No,
my
yeah,
opinion.
that's not even.
Yeah,
well,
because
that's not even
okay,
an
because
opinion, it's a
the
fact.
Niners have had Aaron Rodgers' number. Russell Wilson has had the Niners number. This is what it all. We're
Now
going
wait a
back.
minute.
We're going back. This is really the reason why. It's not generally people dislike Russell Wilson. It is Niner fans that don't like Russell Wilson.
Well,
Yeah, exactly. What Brandon's saying in the chat. It's not that he's not real. It's his persona when he's on camera is not who he is. He's
I think-
anti-Kelsey.
look, and let's. I'll put a pin on it on this. Like, yeah, you're right. He hasn't done anything wrong per se, but even Sean Payton said, "Hey, buddy, loosen up a little bit. You don't need the squeaky
Fire
clean,
Sean Payton. Get him out of
doing
there.
all
He's the
that,
problem.
loosen up a little bit, man."
I
I think
mean,
he's right, and I think that maybe
Loosen
there
up?
is a yes, absolutely.
So when does loosen up make you a so
it
you're
doesn't make you a bad person.
well apparently
but-
it does.
No, it doesn't make you a bad person, but I think there is something to be said about maybe there that
maybe
fire,
maybe that's
that
why
maybe,
I'm not real chipper.
Sean
Maybe
Payton.
maybe people don't like me either.
Sean Payton, the same one
I think
that,
Shane's in the chat.
that gave Nathaniel Hackett crap for having a terrible season with the Broncos last year.
I'll
and
just say this.
He got a 70 steamer dropped on him, Sean Payton.
When you've got the personalities and the guys on that defense, the talent on that defense, and the big personalities on that defense, that you don't need to be the number one leader in that locker room, which is a unique position for a starting quarterback, that maybe now that he's in a position where he has to be that guy, maybe it's just not working, especially with the very buttoned up, super polished, kind of uptight personality. That's all I'm saying.
You're
yeah,
uptight.
I mean, Colin Kaepernick was in the news today, but there was a rumor back in, I think it was 17 or 18,
Where did we?
that Seattle was interested in Colin Kaepernick as a backup after he had left the 49ers. But the rumor was that Russell Wilson had already lost the locker room, and if they had brought in Kaepernick as a backup, the rest of the team would want Colin Kaepernick to start over Russell Wilson.
I don't
So,
know,
I
man.
mean, if you want to see that he's a team guy,
I think that's cap,
you know.
dude, because
No,
nobody was legit going to give Cap a chance anyway, so he won't make it no squad.
True. All right. Well, we got some more giveaways, guys, coming up. So stay tuned. We got some more. We're trying to give sell boxes at half off. I guess that didn't work. But if you want to buy Mosaic Choice at half off, and it's guaranteed, it's not retail, guys. Maybe it looks like it's retail.
Oh, you took your glasses
It's
off.
I did. I was 10 minutes ago.
It's probably that's too bright.
21. There's a lot of lights in here. 21-22 NBA Panini Mosaic Choice, guaranteed in auto, chasing nebulas. It's right below at 125. We ship it sealed. You could sell it for more than we're selling it to you for. But hey, anyways,
Nice.
you grab it or don't. Grab it
Hell
or don't.
yeah! Shout out to UC Davis, home of the cows.
Go Aggies.
Yeah, Aggies.
Oh, I mean, there's just like a lot of cows. In
Oh,
Davis.
I'd
There
be
are a
like,
lot of
oh, well,
cows.
that is a great team name. Just
Cow
U-
tipping on picnic day.
the
What
UC
you know about
Davis Cows? No, that doesn't sound right. Aggies.
The Aggies. All right. Well, I want you guys to chime in on this one. We're going to talk the worst signatures in the hobby.
Yes, sir.
And the best.
Currently?
And the best, yes.
Or-
Gotta be an
or
active
in
player.
history.
It's always like in like the most recent cards are always gonna be probably like ingrained in our head, right? Most recent stuff.
I mean, because cards are kind of like artwork, and you see a guy that's just put a little zero or a little squiggle.
dude,
It just
I-
ruins it. It
I know
ruins
what
it. I
segment's
hate it.
about.
I hate it. But let's go. Let's see some of the athletes that we have.
Let's go.
And let's talk about the best and the worst here.
Let's
So,
see.
Pickens. We got Pickens,
All
Packer.
right, we're starting with
Packer fan?
we're starting with some that have been selected as bad, and these are more general examples
I like
of
the SJ.
what makes a
San Jose.
bad
Well, I
auto.
liked it for that. but-
You could see it's is that Lazaro Martinez, just a C,
And the wrong pen.
and right. And then, yeah, you see the SJs. I believe
like it.
Stephen Jones Jr.
I
It's
like it.
more.
Yeah,
It's
let's see.
again. This is not a unique to him. There have been plenty of people who have done that, but it's the just plain nothing fancy initials, and it's just kind of like
I feel like if you're gonna do the initial, and there's some kids and prospects and rookies that do this,
got to put a
from
little
time-
more on it.
Yeah, they sometimes if they just do the initials, but they make it very like they make it either pretty unique or like just something interesting about it. Like
it's
if
not
you're-
even- it's
if
not
you're
even
just gonna-
centered.
If you're just gonna do like the J, make it like make the loop like a little nicer, or like make it like connect with the two loops together or something. You know what I mean? If you're gonna go that just your initial route, because
mean-
just a single letter, terrible guys. Let's do better.
Here, I got an idea. Tops Fanatics here. You could record this and send this out when you send out autos. Hi, I'm Doug from Mojobreak, and I'm one of the guys that pull your autographs and products. We would like you to take some time because people actually look at these cards and like them. So if you're thinking about just putting a couple squigglies, rethink that. Go look at Mariano Rivera. Try to do your best impression of Mariano Rivera and have a good time signing some cards.
Or
Yeah, 41-year-old man telling a 17-year-old kid that.
hey,
That's
here,
awesome.
let me do one. Let me
That's
do one.
awesome.
Let me do one. Cody, let me do one. Hey, it is Conrad from Mojobreak.com. And we collect your cards. We know you guys spend a lot of time signing these cards over and over and over and over. But if you're having issues with creating a nice autograph, just hit up Luis Rodriguez, Dodgers prospect. He uses auto pin machine.
Oh, no.
He's coming
no.
up, though.
We
He's
can
coming
neither
up.
we can neither
No,
confirm
no,
or deny.
that-
We can either the thoughts of Conrad are not the thoughts here of the rest of the podcast.
We'll see that coming up, though.
I think he just puts in the work.
We'll see that coming up. We have 2 other bad autos, too, here, right, to show.
Yeah, we got a couple more. Well, here I'll go with this one first. We mentioned it. Braylon, you mentioned one letter, Braylon Guerrero, and again, I saw D. Rodriguez put it in the chat, and I think this absolutely
The B.
I should be. I think you're absolutely right that there is. To me, I am more lenient when it comes to some of these first Bowmans, especially for the young guys, because it's the first time they've ever written. A lot of them aren't learning English
dude.
cursive. I'm just saying.
Come on,
I'm just saying.
Pump the brakes on that. First time they ever written.
No, I'm written auto. Sorry. You know what I mean.
on.
Sorry. It's not what I meant. It's not what I meant. Written and not written. Anyway.
Like they're trying to figure out. They're trying to figure out which hand to use. They're like, let me try my right or my left. I don't know which one's
Sorry,
gonna
I
work better.
misspoke. I misspoke.
I know, that was funny,
I
though.
meant to say that it's the first time they've ever had to do an autograph, and you're right. They're not always. They're in cursive. That's all.
I gotta say, that one.
KTO said
that one that you were basically ripping on, that Tampa Bay Rays prospect. Well centered.
It's
well centered.
It's
You gotta
a little bit
take.
it's a little bit too nicely
But
centered.
you gotta
if
take
you ask
out the.
Yeah.
You gotta have
Braylon
some.
Guerrero?
You gotta
Yeah.
have some positives, right?
me. Yeah.
Some positives.
I mean, we need to put
That-
a towel.
that
We need to put a
B is-
towel on that Braylon Guerrero card. We need to put a towel on that thing.
B, like, and I've seen some of those Brailers that are worse because he'll extend the line out even farther, like a little bit farther.
Show
going
it on.
up
Show it
this-
again.
Yeah, let me go to it.
Yeah.
real quick,
Sorry, I threw a curveball.
So
here.
this one that you have on the screen, it's not the line on the
not
B is not that it's not long, right?
Oh,
But some of them he'll put like a longer line
I-
going up.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
No, I get it.
But I got to throw out, by the way, cute quarterback. I've mentioned it before. Colts quarterback from a couple years ago.
Sam
rookie?
Ehlinger?
Sam Ehlinger, whose auto used to be really good, used to be solid, and then went to
Is
the
he
NFL.
here in the chat?
and-
Again, I gotta
I
take
know, I
the
know there's a
positives.
Sam
as- Do you
Ehlinger
know how hard
in
it
our
is to
chat,
write
but-
that small?
Yeah, that's
I
what-
know. I think he was in a competition
Sure.
with himself.
Very, very difficult to do that. So again, Sam Ehlinger, you gotta find the positives and the penmanship, and the positive is that's really hard to write that
Yeah,
small.
it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is difficult to definitely
I
to
challenge
write
anybody
that.
to do that.
Yeah, it also kills me too. Is they don't even center. At least Sam Ehlinger, I think, somewhat centered it. Some guys are like it's off to the side. It's like if you're gonna write the initials, at least try to center it. But
I think Doug, you had a kind of a hot take bad auto. I'll put it up.
Trey Young, terrible auto. So this is another terrible auto. Trey Young, clearly not Luka that year. Luka knows how to sign his cards, regardless if it's his mom or it's himself, whatever.
It's Luka.
Trey Young, just like his talent on the court, he
Oh,
just
dude,
shortchanged.
I'm out.
He shortchanged you on the auto.
I can't. Come on. Trey Young's a beast.
Trey is awesome. He's
Yeah,
fun to
you're-
watch.
Sure.
You're out of
I
your
don't think
mind.
anyone's saying.
Now, if
arguing
you
he's
want
not
to
a
talk
great player.
Luka, and you want to talk about talent on the court,
Well, that's
I mean,
true.
Amazing
I
talent.
mean,
on the court.
I can't even promote Luka, the 70th best active NBA player in the league. I can't even talk about. I can't even compare it. I guess I like Trey Young more, but the
what's
autograph.
the Mavericks
Lulu,
affiliate
great
G
auto
League
and
team?
great player.
Is that where Luke is playing now?
Where?
Domino's. Yeah,
Piece of boy Luka. Oh, come on.
yeah,
man.
Domino's. Yeah, I think he's delivering pizzas now.
Hot and fresh.
Let's see some examples of good autos. Maybe these guys could be mentors.
I
to the other guys.
Can I just preface this with I swear I did not select these ones because one of these guys.
Oh, I did pick it.
wow.
I did pick it. Yeah.
Of course.
I didn't even think about that when I was like,
it's
I
Cody.
swear.
It's Cody's dude.
Justin Sherbert.
a good auto. Yeah, Joey B not as good. I mean, Aaron Judge too. That's a full. When Aaron Judge does a full
Judge is
auto, beautiful.
I will give you that. Justin Sherbert has a nicer auto than Joey B. Not nicer than Tua's auto though.
Yeah, I'm seeing. By the way, we should have put it in. I saw a few people already mention it. Anthony Volpe's auto is really nice.
It
He's
is,
one
yeah.
of one of the best recent ones.
Will Clark, Mariano Rivera.
Yeah, we're retired guys. Yeah.
Yeah, retired guys.
Well, I was gonna say KTO mentioned before, and it's going back to what he said was, would Jordan autos be worth less if he just put the initials? Well, the thing about it is, in my opinion, all the best pros seem to have really good autos.
That is a theory of yours.
It's my theory. But Michael Jordan specifically has a beautiful
Randy
auto.
Johnson, Keith Burnett. Yeah, these are all very good autos.
Yep.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. I want to throw out. We didn't put it on the slide, but I'm a big fan. I think I saw someone say Easy E. Eric Ebukama from the Miami Dolphins. I like that auto. I'm really partial to Hunter Green's auto with the $sign. I like that one on the Reds. Solid auto. We'll throw up a couple more good examples here.
It's gonna be more Justin Herbert.
Well,
Jordan Love.
of course, a controversial one for C-Rad here. You've heard his opinion. Kate Cunningham, also a solid auto where, again, it's only the what do you call it? Initials, but and with a little bit of a little bit of style on it. But that's the way to
Look
do
at
it.
that, dude.
It's beautiful.
Immaculate.
If I had to crown a champion right now, it'd be Luis Rodriguez. If
It's
you
a
said
perfect
any
auto.
active player who's the best autograph in the entire sports world,
And he's a
Luis
young kid,
Rodriguez.
too.
I mean, he must have sat down for like
Amazing.
17 days straight signing that. Like, because, you got all the Bowmans. You probably got 7,000 autographs to sign. It took him 17 days. Easily.
Yeah,
Putting in the work.
I'd maybe would have signed a few more Fanatics guys to watch when he signs, but
I mean, that's the guy. If he doesn't have a future in baseball, Fanatics has the first autograph specialist right there in Luis Rodriguez. He could probably, integrate in with the players really well. He could be a player autograph liaison, or what's a fancy title?
It's pretty fancy.
A penmanship pro. I mean,
the penmanship liaison.
That's a
It's
little
fancier than like
advisor.
penmanship.
Those penmanship seminar.
Penmanship relations.
That's what we need, a seminar.
Seminar. We do. I mean,
For
like
all
I said,
prospects.
we got to send him a video. Just put a QR code. You can take that video. I give you the full right.
signature consultant.
Signature consultant.
You know what? I see a video coming here. So here, don't take that idea. Stay tuned.
Yeah, I mean,
Signature
no, but they could
consultant.
use my
In the style
my
of Master
clip.
P.
My clip for $100,000. You put a QR code in with the mail. I'll let you guys have that clip.
In the
Fanatics.
style of Master P with the Easy Bake Oven. That's what we should record.
Use
There
my
you
clip
go.
for free.
What? No, you just went from 100,000 to free? There's
Yeah,
no in between.
I don't value my time, obviously.
Apparently not. Apparently not. Well, let's give away another. Let's give away we have the Bowman University. Let's give that away, huh? Bowman University, the hype debut. We're giving away stuff. You should tell your friends. There's only 42 people in here.
By
Tell all your
the way,
friends.
highly underrated product, Bowman University, Bowman's best university basketball. I think it's only maybe $110 a box, $115 a box. You get 2 autos. I've really enjoyed opening that stuff, and I think in terms of if you're chasing Wembanyama and Scoot and Brandon Miller, that's the product you want to go for. Great value, and you get the 2 autos and base cards and colors to chase as well. So, just in general, really good product.
Yep, and we also have some other autographs to go over too coming up after this giveaway. But I did want to mention the Rip Night is happening across America this Saturday at your local card store, at least most of them. You can go on to Topps. I think the email went out. I got an email from MLB. It was the MLB Partners Topps Rip Night, and it takes you to a calendar. You can find out which hobby shop is participating, and they're more than likely going to have a bunch of giveaways, food. You get a shirt. They got packs, Rip Party packs, Rip Night packs. That's September 30th. That's this Saturday across America. Look it up. Go to your local card store because that's what it's all about. You get to connect with other collectors in person. You know what I mean? I know we all chat and we're on Facebook and X and Instagram or whatever, but you get to go and meet these people in person and support your local card store, which is a small business. Support small business. Get in the shop. Do it on Hobby Rip Night. So
Good stuff.
good stuff for sure. But I wanted to get into the some other autographs, and I wanted you guys to rate these. Who's got the best and who's got the worst? And it's your favorite hosts here. We got Cody, myself,
All
Dan.
right.
All right. So we've got Dan's autograph on the top there. And
What's so funny?
And mine. It's a funny autograph.
So no, there's not. I mean,
It's definitely no Luis Rodriguez there. They both stink, Sticky HJ says.
Wow.
All right, and let's see Cody and Conrad.
I didn't basically join this to get my autograph.
Well,
critique.
it's only hey, it's only fair. It's only fair. We pick on people's autographs.
Absolutely.
Let's pick on
I
ours.
didn't pick on anybody's autograph, but now my autograph's getting picked on, and now it's out in the open, so people could just forge my signature.
No, you don't normally sign.
No, you just told everybody what my signature is. You're gonna put my birth certificate and
Social
social
security
security number, blood type. Is that next?
Now Cody's thinking twice about putting his up there.
That's fine.
We got Dell's getting the giveaway also.
Congrats, Del.
All right,
Del.
Kansas card collector.
All right, next up.
You got Cody on the top there and 6.5 on the bottom. So if you had to rank the autos out of the 4,
Thank you, Aaron.
Cody's the best. What? Woo!
I think he's just more likable. He's
You
like
know, it's
he-
just you keep it simple.
maybe you're more
you
a
keep it
Russell Wilson,
clean.
Doug.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm more of a
you're
Russell Wilson.
more of a Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Russell Wilson with an autograph there.
I will say, C-Rads is the most unique because nobody got their nickname on.
I know.
on
None of
there.
us have.
I've been
cool enough to have a
practicing
nickname.
that. So to sign the cards that we had the rookie cards made of
Yes.
it. So I've been practicing signing that specific nickname autographs too.
Bottom looks like how my grandma wrote when Parkinson's kicked in.
Wow. Jeez. Good Lord.
Whose is that? Is that mine or which bottom one on the
think it
second
was C-Rads,
second shot?
yeah, I
Hopefully,
think it was C-Rads, yeah.
go practice mine right.
Yeah,
now.
I didn't. I had a feeling when I was told to sign an autograph that there was going to be some type of competition, and I'm not going to change it. I'm going to give you.
That's
I'm
the
going to
thing,
give you
yeah.
what I do. I mean, I will
Just
tell
stick
you
to
right
it.
now. I sign that way on everything, though. I
Yeah.
didn't make it fancy. I know Doug basically took his time.
No, I did
Wanted
one.
to
One
make
take,
sure
one
everybody
and done.
took their time. Cody probably took his time.
Yeah,
You know,
I did
knew what
what
he was
it
going to
takes.
do. He drew a little picture, made it all cute.
Yeah,
I'll
that
drop
that
it,
reminds me.
my
Shane
autograph.
brought it up. You guys, a lot of you guys know that have been with us for a long time. Maybe some new faces in the room watching us this live podcast. One of my bucket goals lists in life is that I want to be an Allen and Ginter one day as a breaker, like having a card in there. Oh, breaker, Conrad, C-Rat 6.5.
Like a dancer.
So I've been thinking about this, like which autograph am I gonna use? My actual auto or my my 6.5 autograph? So that's something that I guess I'll
I
decide.
can't-
I'll cross that bridge when we get
I can't
to it.
wait to even if they don't put you or ourselves.
I like
in
how
it.
you said when.
I want
and
them to
not
put
if.
a breaker in it, and I want to watch the social media content. I just want to see when somebody pulls it, just the oozingness of hatred, but hatred
What do
in
you
the
mean,
sense
love?
that it's going to be funny.
Nothing but
Bro, like
love.
I went in here to buy Mike Trout, and I got this guy from Mojobreak. Who even knows who this is?
that's part of the fun of Ginter. When you buy Ginter,
Yeah.
you know what you're getting yourself
Exactly.
into,
It's
right?
true. It's true.
And that's a set that I've always wanted to be in. Some of my favorite cards from Allen and Ginter, and I know they've had breakers before through they've had a charity event where they had somebody bid to be in the set, so he paid a certain amount and all the money went to charity. So that was awesome. But I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna get in there one day, and then you guys will see which autographs I choose to use. So.
Yeah, I know. Maybe C-Rad will get the whole case of his own
He gets
autos.
the C-Rad. Yeah, the special C-Rad case is coming.
And let me just also backtrack a little bit. If I use my actual auto, I would my real auto would be Cody's auto for sure, 100%.
Fair enough.
Oh, you guys practice together? Or?
No, I just have a really good actual auto.
All right, fair
I
enough.
actually thought Cody's looked like Kobe White, honestly, who's might
I
have
can see
been
that.
on the worst auto list. as well.
Wow.
But hey, that's
Wow.
just me. Maybe I'm bitter because nobody said mine. Okay.
Before we move on, by the way, just a little kind of off topic, I guess on topic. We had a week of Allen and Ginter. Best non-baseball auto you've seen, you guys have pulled so far? Any?
Oh, okay.
I want to know.
Okay.
Non-baseball.
I pulled a J Balvin out of Ginter the other day.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's big.
What song does he
Red
sing?
Balloon pulled the Wemby. Looks like
Yeah.
that's sick.
Let me think. Non-MLB.
Personalize it.
Yeah, I
personalize it.
think
Okay.
that's probably the biggest name.
That's a big one.
I mean, in terms of cool autographs, though, I'm trying to remember. You know what I did pull in one case of, I don't know if I even told you guys. I got 2 dinosaurs, dude.
In one case.
One case.
What? DNA
That's
relics?
crazy.
2 dinosaur
nuts.
fossils in one case.
That's insane. Yeah, I pulled that. Yeah, the Tyson McGuffin
Dino
which,
auto.
big pickleball player. I frankly didn't know, and people were like, no, legit. That's actually pretty good right there. So yeah.
And that's a new release. And check us out on Fanatics Live. Also, use that code. If you're just joining us right now, we have a first-time buyer coupon for $25 off your first order. There may be some teams up there for $25 for Monday, but the code is the Hype25, and you get $25 off your first order. There's also a drop of boxes, Mosaic Choice for $125, half off. I'm surprised nobody's buying them. We've got some releases around the corner. We've got Update Series baseball coming up around the corner. That's going to be here on Fanatics Live. We got Stadium Club Baseball, which is always near and dear to my heart. 1991 was the first set I ever collected, 1991 Stadium Club. And Tier 1 is coming out in October as well. So make sure you guys hit subscribe here and you get in on these breaks. Tier 1's always one that's underrated with bat knobs and bat plates and dual autos and triple autos. That's always a fun rip. So should we get into everybody else is talking about Taylor Swift. I think we got to talk about Taylor Swift.
We got to talk. Of course, we got to talk T Swift.
Is the listing broken for 21-22 Mosaic Choice basketball at that price? Is it $125?
Yeah.
Actually,
ship sealed.
I think people think it's retail.
Actually, I did hit the Stegosaurus. Somebody in the super chat said it's
Oh, wow.
that was one. I hit the Stegosaurus and the Allosaurus.
On a separate note, I haven't seen a Michael Rubin card on Allen and Ginter.
Not yet.
I haven't seen a Michael Mahan auto. And these are Topps employees, of course.
Yeah.
I think there was one Topps employee auto out there. So those must be really short printed, probably only 10. What do we think of Michael Rubin's auto is going to sell for once they pop?
Probably a lot since it's so short printed.
Like more than $500?
I think 150.
Yeah.
150 bucks?
150
I'll say about 5. I'll say like 5 probably.
What would you guys pay for a Michael Rubin?
I mean 10,000.
What would you guys pay for a Michael Rubin Allen and Ginter auto? I want to know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a Michael Rubin autograph on a card, but don't have a Ginter one.
Yeah. I'll say 5. I'm
Depends
staying with
on
5.
depends on how many were put into the product. I mean, if they're
I don't
super
think it's a
short
lot.
printed, I don't know I don't know more than 150. I'll be real.
150. Michael Rubin, what do you think? Are you in the chat? How much do you think your autograph will sell for? I think he actually told me that at the National $1. He said he thinks it would sell for.
I think it would definitely go for more than
Some.
$1.
Just a little more.
A little more than $1.
Yeah, just a little more.
150 times.
But Michael Rubin going into Taylor Swift. If Fanatics gets Taylor Swift or Panini or somebody, but more likely probably Fanatics, gets Taylor Swift to sign a card.
Oh dear God.
What does it go for?
Wow.
Like a dual auto.
That'd be nice.
Kelsey.
Speaking of dinosaurs, Travis Kelsey.
He's a dinosaur?
What?
He is kind of. He's been in the league for a long time. I'm surprised he's still playing.
2013.
Yeah, that's a long.
2013.
Not even a rookie premier guy either. He
Nope.
wasn't there.
I mean, and he's a Chief, so they just age differently.
Yeah, every album she
That's
does
the thing.
sign. She does sign a lot, but she doesn't have any trading cards. You could have got. I mean, and that's the thing. You could got a. I remember when Luka was a rookie, he had shirts on his own website that came with an auto, and I paid $50. I got an auto. Well, that auto only sold for $30, but Prism auto sells for $2,000-$3,000. So
Yeah.
the card
Good-
thing
good
is
example.
different, right? So if she signs on a card, let's say Ginter or something else that they make, maybe an instant. What does it go for? Does it go over $1,000? Does it go over $3,000?
No, I think 500.
Man, she has such a dedicated fan base. But I'm with you. I'm like $300 to $500.
But I also don't know if her fan base, like you said, I don't know if they cross over to cards. I think her fan base may prefer a signed record at a meet and greet.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And would pay more for that experience than a card.
But
in my
I think
opinion.
there's probably a segment of her fans. There's probably a very small percentage of her fans that actually are card collectors as well. Maybe a very, very small. And then they those guys will probably pay a crazy amount for, like, say, a Ginter auto of hers.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I'm seeing out there is a cut auto from Leaf. So, yeah, she never signed actually for Leaf.
What is that? What is
It's
that?
just a
sell for?
cut autograph. Yeah.
It's all over the board. But would it be more valuable by itself, or if we did a dual auto with Kelsey, would it devalue
I mean, if
it?
you're if you're just trying to capture the hot moment right now, I guess that would go for a lot right now. But long term, we don't know if these people are even together. We don't know if these people are even going to stay together long term. So long term, I don't think it's a great investment.
$500 for a
I
cut
think
auto.
this whole situation, it's probably not going to end up well for Kelsey, right?
Yeah,
He has
no.
definitely a lot more to lose than she does.
Well,
right?
maybe they become a a couple, get married, have kids, and
Like
that's it.
Jay-Z and Beyonce's
Yeah,
type.
maybe.
But Kelsey would never be Jay-Z.
No, he's tall though.
He-
if you want to have
I mean, some people would say that he is Jay-Z of tight ends.
Okay, no.
No, George Kittle.
I'm not even following that. I'm not even following that. You got way greater tight ends than him that have been in the league. You know what I mean?
Any other examples of athletes with pop stars?
Oh, sure. I mean, Derek Jeter
Yeah.
in the 90s. Back in the 90s, Mariah Carey, Derek Jeter. That was the thing. for a minute.
Oh yeah,
Ma-
Russell Wilson.
Madonna and
Russell
Jose Canseco.
Russell
Russell
Wilson.
Wilson
Madonna and
Sierra.
Jose Canseco. That's all you got to say.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot.
I
There's a
love it.
lot of
Did
examples.
they even
for
date
sure.
or they just hanging out?
I don't know. It's been a while. A-Rod and J-Lo, of course. They were the power couple.
A-Rod
for
low.
a bit. We thought that was gonna go.
J-Rod.
Oh, for cards? Yeah, well, that I don't know.
No, yeah, I don't think there's ever been two people on that dated on a card together. I don't think.
Oh,
I know of.
yeah, well,
No.
That's a good
try.
question. Somebody should look that up. Maybe there is a couple that signed it. It
Unless-
could be
Is
the
there-
first ever
Unless
dual
you're
auto.
talking about a Leaf product that had two castmates on the same
Yeah,
card, but
exactly.
then they dated each other.
Maybe,
One's
possibly.
One way.
Yeah.
Is this a part of? Is this something that you would collect?
No.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
we're just talking about it to talk about it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like it.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
I do collect. I do enjoy pop culture cards for sure, 100%. But like T Swift and Travis Kelce, one, I would never collect a Kansas City Chief card. That's number one.
How about
Two,
a,
I just don't
got,
think it's
I
a
got,
great
how about
long-term
a
investment.
John Mayer Taylor Swift dual auto?
Oh,
Oh yeah, see, I got him
Yeah.
excited there.
Dan knows how to get me riled up, dude.
I know she wrote that song "Dear John" about him.
Oh man. Yep.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because we have a special version of Guess That Price.
Yeah, this is. If you guys have joined us on the podcast before, guess that price. But you can see
Taylor's version.
Taylor's version. See what we
Uh,
did there? You see what we did
We
there?
need
Yeah.
Conrad
That's
and
what
I
we
need
did there.
pens.
Oh,
You're
that's
gonna-
right.
You have to cut your finger and write in blood.
Yeah, that's right. Well, here I've got.
DNA.
I
relic.
got him already.
Isn't there a song?
We got
Taylor
pens.
Swift song that's called like Blood something?
I don't know.
Red, maybe?
No.
I know too many.
Can
Taylor
anybody
Swift songs.
name who
Tops
else?
Americana
since
was a
we're
dope
talking
set.
about Taylor Swift, and before we get into guesses, does
Yeah.
anybody? Can anybody name who Taylor Swift dated? I mean,
Well-
we already said.
This is what the Taylor's version is. That's
Oh.
exactly what we're doing. We're doing.
Dan, I'm
I'll-
glad you
I'll-
mentioned it.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice segue.
This
Dude,
is,
I don't even.
this
Dan
is
didn't
why
even
you're a
know.
pro.
And nobody actually accused me into anything. I just show up and I'm like, time to party.
This is why you're a pro. You knew. You didn't even need me to tell you what the topic is. Yes. So this is a Taylor Swift themed.
Well, no, I saw
Guess that
I saw the title.
Sure. Yeah, but again, let me.
She's like 22 girls in one.
Wow. All right.
None of them know what they're running from.
Gotta get that auto-tune.
Yeah, we need that. Yeah.
that auto tune.
So-
Is that a Taylor Swift song?
That's a John Mayer song. He wrote that about her.
Oh.
Ooh, see now that. That's what I like.
It probably didn't sell as many records as Dear John, though.
No, I'm gonna guess it just
No, but it
fell a
was
little
skating.
short. Yeah.
It was
Uh,
skating.
so this is indeed
He
a
wrote
Taylor,
me a John Deere letter.
this is indeed a Taylor Swift version of Guess That Price. So again, we are going to look at people who have been connected to Taylor Swift in one way or another, whether it be dating or some other way. And of course, we have to start it off. And please play at home if you're watching.
Put
on
guesses
Fanatics
in the
Live.
chat on
Yeah,
what you think this sold for.
Put your guesses in the
Yeah,
chat.
help me out.
We're
Yeah,
going to
please.
start things off easy. We got to start off with, by the way, we got a couple more folks. Take advantage of that deal for
Don't look at the
21.22
chat, though,
Mosaic.
for us playing it. At
Okay.
home,
Okay.
Don't.
This is
Oh, we got two sales on that. Mosaic.
Travis
But we gotta look at the card, though.
Kelsey.
Yeah, we got- yeah,
Travis
I'm like-
Kelsey. PSA 10 rookie card, silver rookie auto out of National Treasures
Oh, dude,
Football.
Pin just blew up on me.
It's at
Well, good thing
32
I brought
bids.
an extra.
No, I'm gonna fight
right.
through adversity
Get
and
that
make it
pen.
happen.
Don't have that
When did
pen
it
blow
sell,
up.
Cody?
32 bids. This sold on July
What's it
25th
numbered to?
of this year. It is numbered 57
Of
out
99?
99. 57
99.
of 99
Okay,
is what
I got my
that
price locked
sold
in.
for. All right.
All right. Since I
Alright,
usually
you
win
guys
these
ready?
things, I'll go first.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. 980.
$980 from Doug.
That's respectable. That's
All right.
respectable.
Doug says, one second here. let me-
980.
let me-
Hold that up again. 980. 980.
Can't see that.
All right.
Okay. Are you guys ready? Since we're on Fanatics Live doing this podcast for the first time ever,
You're gonna.
I'm
win.
gonna go. What's that new one? The Frozen Fractor.
Frozen
Negative
Fractor.
$700.
Wow. C-Rad
Okay.
is sacrificing a win.
C-Rad will probably not be winning this one. But
That's what I would. That's what I would pay as a Raider fan.
You'd have to take $700 to keep the card, huh?
Give me
So
$700.
give Conrad $700 and the card,
and
and
I
the
will
deal.
take the card off of your hands.
Handshake done.
That's a
Deal
true Raider
done.
fan,
That's
though.
that's a Frozen Fractor.
That's a true Raider
I mean,
All
he's,
right.
he's second behind.
I'm going 1250.
1250.
Can we see that?
No,
Nah, it's not set to
focus.
autofocus.
Yeah,
it's
not
fine. We'll take your word.
autofocus.
I see it. I can confirm that.
12.
I can confirm that.
$12.50 actual price of this card.
That's flawless, people.
That's NT. Is it flawless?
Oh, it's an
I
NT.
think it's NT.
It's NT, people.
They didn't
Nonetheless,
have flawless
it's
back then.
It's
What?
NT, people.
They did. Though.
No, they didn't. That was 13.
They had basketball.
Well, yeah, but they didn't make football till 14.
Maybe Kelsey was in the basket.
Maybe
good
they
basketball
were.
player.
I don't think Kelsey was in the back. Anyway,
All right, I got a point, right?
actual price. No. Dan gets the point. This sold for $1,503.
Nobody can see my point, but I'm
1503.
pointing at everybody
There we
right
go.
there. Look at that. How
Dan's
much?
pointing at everyone.
How much?
How much was it?
$1,503.
Wow.
There's one thing I know is Travis Kelsey
You were
cards.
$2,200 off.
There we go.
I mean,
Yeah, we're just a little off,
What is-
C-Rad.
you
What's
got to
the
pay me to
bluff?
get that.
Only
What's the
3 left of that ship sealed deal, guys.
What's
We got
the
one more deal
point?
before we
You
end the
guys
show,
just
too.
Coming in, and I'm just laying it down.
All right, next up.
Next boyfriend.
Next boyfriend. This one I didn't remember, but that is, if you can see that is Marvel star Loki. Tom Hiddleston.
That's my guy.
No
That's-
idea. No
that's
idea.
my guy.
I have no idea who that
All
person
you need to
is.
know, even if you don't know this, he's a major character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is a Raw Upper Deck, brand new 2023 Loki Season 1 film cell auto. Tom Hiddleston, Raw. It had 20 bids, and it sold on September 13th of this year. What did it go for? New season coming out, I think, in a couple weeks. By the
All
way.
right, I think Dan's going first with the win on the last round.
I have no idea. So I'm going to say $255.
Okay, Dan says 255. Okay.
I'm doing $199.
All right, Doug saying
Alex.
199.
I'm gonna go down.
C-Rad.
Wow, $200.
200
I think-
bucks.
I think
Oh, yeah, that's-
people like This is Marvel, right?
People really
like Marvel,
really
right?
like Marvel, guys.
This is Marvel,
They
right?
really like Marvel,
'Cause there's-
and they really like Tom
There's
Hiddleston.
things that I know
Can
a
I just
lot
tell
about,
you that?
and Marvel is one of them.
Yeah, we're experts here.
Look,
Let's
I speak.
start a new
I say
channel.
this as someone who is married to someone who is obsessed with Tom Hiddleston. He has a fan base among women that is a pretty solid fan base. They love this guy. And
I love him too.
And so, with that,
Yeah, me too.
by default, Dan is the winner. This sold for $966. By default, Dan
Well,
wins.
I mean, like I was saying, there's very few things that I know. Tom Hiddleston.
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 He's a pretty big
Swimmy,
actor.
swammy.
He's not nobody. He's a
Slappy.
pretty big star.
Yeah, I mean, I know Marvel. I know what's he is it from Loki.
Loki. He
Yeah,
is Loki.
I mean,
he
I
was the
watch it
main
every
villain
day.
of the Avengers. One
is
of the
it a-
biggest
is it-
movies
My
of
bad.
all time.
Is it a
My
movie?
bad.
Is it a show?
My
It's
bad.
a
My
show.
bad.
Yeah, I watched that.
I'm a Marvel guy too, so I
Clearly
obviously
you're not.
I should have priced him like
you don't know
I thought he would for sure sell for more than
Tim
Travis
Travis
Kelce.
Travis
Travis Hiddleston.
Tim. What's his name again?
Who's more of a man? Tom Hiddleston
Was it-
or
is it
Travis Kelce?
Tim?
It's
Tom?
obviously Tom Hiddleston.
Todd.
Tom Hiddleston, pretty big
Tim.
actor.
Like,
Pammon.
if you put Travis Kelce and Tom Hiddleston in a lineup in front of women, we know Cody. We know which direction women are
Look,
going.
You're saying Taylor made a mistake.
So
I-
Tim Kelsey and Travis Kindlestad.
Well,
Kindle.
All right, what we got for the next one? All right.
Clearly, my flex of saying I was at Comic-Con during the big Tom Hiddleston coming out as Loki, which is considered one of the great moments in Comic-Con history.
Yeah.
Not as much of a flex as I thought it would be, but I digress. All right, let's move on.
And we got an Otani giveaway coming up too after this,
Yeah.
and one more drop.
One more drop after that. All right, guys. Next up, a little off the board on this one. This is a box, 2009 Topps Jonas Brothers box. Did you
get
know that Topps had an officially licensed Jonas Brothers set
Did
at
she
the peak
date-
of Jonas Brothers?
date one of them?
Joe
She
Jonas.
yes, thank you. Wow, knew that one though. Didn't know Tom Hiddleston knew at the drop of a hat that he dated that she
Sealed
dated
box
Jonas.
here. Sealed
I mean,
Joe
I'm
Jonas
not-
is the most famous brother, right?
He is the
I'm
most
not gonna
famous.
lie, man. Jonas Brothers got
Is that
some.
BBC Wrapped
Nick,
or?
I would say Nick is probably T-Freed. I think Nick is the more famous.
We
but
go
again,
together.
that is a sealed box of 2009 Topps Jonas Brothers official trading card
Oh,
and
he
sticker
got the beach
box.
song. He did with the beach song.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This
so,
was
I mean, you
sold
got
at a
Nick,
buy
you
it
got
now
Nick,
price.
Joe, and then
Brian, AJ,
third one.
Howie. Oh wait, sorry.
Bro, those are Backstreet Boys.
Chris, Joey,
There's
That's
no,
NSYNC.
Justin,
there's no Chris Jonas. There might be.
Drew, Nick,
Mick.
There is a Nick. At
There's
least I
a
got that
Mick.
part.
There's a
What
Mick
was it-
Jonas.
What was it? Nick
No, a
Jonas.
Nick.
Oh.
I thought you said Mick.
Who was
I
the
was
one
on-
that Who was the one that played in the MMA fighter in that one show? That was a good show.
Ooh, I could
Animal
not
Kingdom,
tell.
I think it was called.
I could not
That was a
tell
good
you
show.
who was in that.
No,
Again, you put-
that's Kevin.
So we're saying Taylor
Kevin, what's
dated
his
Nick,
name?
right? Nick Jonas.
Joe. She
Joe
dated
Jonas.
Joe very brief.
Kevin.
Joe Jonas, the one with
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin is the other
There's
Jonas
Kevin,
brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's also the name of a Backstreet Boy. but
Kevin.
Yes. All right, C-Rad. No, wait, who got it right? Dan got it right first, so Dan goes first. This
So
is,
I was
again,
gonna
a
say you
sealed
put
box.
now you put Joe Jonas, Travis Kelce, and Tom Hiddleston in the lineup, and then
I don't know.
women are still gonna choose Tom Hiddleston.
That might be. I don't know.
This is probably too much.
You're the spokesperson.
This is probably too
I
much.
like Hiddleston. He's a good actor. Anyway.
But my favorite Jonas brother, I think, is Kevin,
Okay.
the underdog.
He's very, very.
179.
179 is what that said. 179 for the sealed box.
I'll go
of 09.
$100.
$100 says C.
I don't know.
125.
Wow,
And
we're
Doug,
all.
and Doug says 125. Okay, everybody's around
124.99,
the
I
same
rounded it up.
price here. Actual price. Well,
let's get a little point.
Bop, ba-doo, ba-dop,
I
dop,
really,
doo,
I
wop,
really wish
doo-a-doo,
that we have a
dop,
little more drama here. But,
Oh!
Dan
What's
just
up?
went 3 for 3.
I mean, the kids would say, "Let's go."
Dan just went 3 for 3. Actual price is $175.
So I'm already.
Let's be clear.
Wow, and I got 179.
Let's be clear.
I mean, there's very few things that I know more
right on
than
the
than
money.
Jonas Brothers.
Right on the money. Congratulations, Dan. Doug, like what are you doing, man?
Well,
I sacrificed Travis Kelce.
Well, it's a good thing we're not selling Taylor Swift's boyfriend items. So, good thing I'm an expert in everything else.
Yeah, the T Swift collection.
Well, no, I mean, I'm here. That's what I'm here for.
that's what Dan's here for.
But I mean, look, I've already clinched the gold, right? I'm already on top of the podium.
Yeah.
You guys are fighting for silver and
Let's get
bronze,
that
so
silver,
don't
yeah.
give up.
No,
don't give
we're not
up.
giving up. We don't give up.
Let's fill out that drop too. These are going to be ship sealed, guys. There's 3 more left, so you can join a Denver card lover, NJ Plastic, and H Tellum. They saw the deal. This is half off. 21-22 Mosaic basketball. It's right on your screen right now. There's only 3 more left at this special price. Guaranteed 1 autograph. Get ready for basketball.
Yeah, guys, that box is normally $300, so get on that deal.
Yeah, it's a real good deal. Let's move on to the next one. A little bit different this time. This is not a card. This is a signed album. That is That's Harry Styles, his latest album, The Vinyl.
That's, I believe, One Direction.
One Direction.
Yep.
Correct.
Just
Fan of the show.
Formerly of One Direction. This is a signed vinyl of Harry's House, the album that came
okay.
out
Why
a
is there
year
a lot
ago.
of writing on there? Was it signed by somebody else?
I think it's just him. I think it's a
Just
little
wrote
message.
description.
It
Real-
probably
real
says like
description.
to whoever like got,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Is he
you know
wearing
what I mean?
Jenkos in the
and
photo?
you are, and yeah, he's wearing some big
Jenkos,
baggy
yeah.
pants.
not. I mean, and it's coming back.
It's a good D.
it's
D.
a-
Rodriguez. Hey, I'm not afraid to say it. It's a good album. I like this album. It's a good album. I enjoy it.
Is that when they have the watermelon sugar?
No, that's the previous one.
Oh,
This one's got the. You probably. Have heard
Oh,
it.
yeah. With
It's
the
got that
keyboard.
one. That's a good album.
Okay, so wait, this
And
is
that's the- and you can
okay.
see
So
below-
wait, this is a signed album cover,
Yes.
correct?
It is
the
the
album,
vinyl itself.
Is the album in there?
The album's in there.
Okay,
It's
well,
sealed.
That changed. Let
And
me cross
there
this out.
there
Add
is a
$20
letter.
That is a good point, D. Rodriguez. He or KTO. He was consulted by the top signature consultant. He's got a decent.
He's
looking
got a
auto
good
there. He does.
signature.
It's-
I
Uh,
added.
and there's a letter of authenticity there, by the way.
Luis
as-
Rodriguez, you did a good job.
And who is it? Who's it authenticated by?
that I did not see.
Oh,
it looks like it's
that's-
JSA, PSA.
That's also going to affect my.
But the few more details. This was auction sold July of this year. 38 bids on that thing.
All right.
Who do
So
we
we
got?
didn't try.
Well, I'm going to keep on.
Dan-
since
Dan
I
can
keep,
do it
I
for
keep on
fun.
going. No,
Yeah,
of
go ahead.
course I'm going to do it for fun.
Yeah, of course.
It's going full sweep. $479.
$479 says
I
Dan.
actually changed. It was $459, but since the actual vinyl's in there, added.
There is
$20.
a big market KTO for signed vinyls. Who's next? Doug.
$7.99.
$799.
One
says
Direction
Doug.
only goes in
One Direction, and he is really big. Doesn't even need the One Direction
It's not
thing
the
anymore.
full One Direction.
I mean, he's
band
still
now.
Louis. He's no Louis Tomlinson, but
not the full-
You know, he's close. He's
Shout
close.
out to Louis. He used to buy.
It's not the
Yeah.
full. It's not the full
Card
band,
collector
though.
Louis
It's the
Tomlinson.
Full group.
No, but at this point, it's like it's like JT and the rest of NSYNC.
All right,
you
I'll
know,
go
that's all.
500.
500. Actual price.
Oh, you
Uh,
guys kind of screwed me here.
Doug is on the board. $1,081.
I see. If there's anything I know One Direction. You know what I mean?
$1,081. Harry Styles, a lot of people like him. He's very popular.
I like his style.
Final one. This is, you know what? I always like to throw one in for chuckles.
I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had the greatest music video of all time.
That is a PSA 9.
Why is it a
PSA 9.
She dated Kanye West.
Did not date Kanye West, but that is a PSA 9. Taylor Swift, Kanye West. Topps American Pie set? I don't think I'm familiar with that set.
Yeah,
by the
they
way.
used to make it. They don't make it anymore.
Okay. 2011 Topps American Pie set. This sold on September 5th. I don't have the amount of bids, but it sold on September 5th at auction. So, and it's a PSA 9 mint.
Yeah, I mean,
gold.
they have in the set is Jason Biggs, Sean William Scott, Allison Hannigan's in there as well, Tara Reid.
Tara Reid.
Dude.
So
Did you guys not get my reference?
Wow.
Come on.
Oh, thank you.
The American
yeah,
Pie
Yeah, you're
cast,
right. You're right.
okay?
Eugene Levy's in there.
Yeah,
Jennifer
yeah.
Coolidge. Sure.
Yeah, Stifler.
I got you. Yeah, I got
It's
you.
just Stifler. you mean
Stifler.
Sean William Scott?
No, Stifler. He's
Okay.
Stifler. All right. Again, this is a PSA 9, and it did. There was an auction for it. Just FYI. So, all right. This
Doug.
is essentially Doug can get second place here.
Nothing wrong
If he
with
gets
silver.
$1,500.
$1,500 says Doug. It's
Uh,
not on. I just really
yeah,
want to make clear.
you're
There's
trying-
not an
you're
autograph
trying-
Hold
on
on
this
a
thing.
second.
There's
Go
not an
ahead,
autograph.
I guess $50.
No, you no. You
I
said
had too many $50.
No,
I know.
no. You said
$1,500.
Okay, you ready?
$1,500 like a crazy person.
All right.
See,
Well,
Red?
I saw a tweet today.
I feel like me and Taylor might still have. I made that famous. $80.
80. And Dan.
$69.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Actual price of this PSA 9 final sale of it was $249.99.
Hold on a second.
Which I guess
What
means
did you
C-Rad.
No, yeah,
Gets that one,
you
right?
won.
Yeah,
I put
C-Rad
wins
wins
less.
that one.
Oh, what'd you put?
Doug would have won if he would have put anything
Well,
else.
this,
other than
this is
Kanye.
it. No, hey, look. The collectibles
That
guru
is-
is absolutely incorrect.
But
'cause
that's an autographed, I believe.
No, it's
I believe
not.
It's an autograph,
nope,
isn't it?
nope. Look at that.
Then I don't know.
So I think by default I won.
oh, well. So, I mean, look.
Collectible guru is wrong.
Congrats to Dan.
Said that sold for $3,000.
Yeah, wait. Why are we
Dan-
taking?
Dan won.
Let's
Doesn't
not take
matter.
away my victory here on Fanatics Live.
The very first
The
guess
very
that price
first
on
guess
Fanatics Live.
that price on Fanatics Live. I'm taking down the championship. Feels good. Not gonna lie.
It feels right too for Dan to win one that is sort of music. It's sort of music themed in a way with Taylor Swift. So it does
And the
feel
guy
you know,
from Loki.
yeah, and the guy from Loki. Obviously, Dan a
Is
huge
he in a band?
fan. As far
He's
as
in
I
the
know,
Marvel band.
He's in the
The
Marvel.
best band in the world.
All right, we're going to be signing out. This is our debut episode of The Hype on Fanatics Live. Also, download our old podcast. We just had Mojobreaks on a couple weeks ago, Stephanie. We've got great guests that we have in the past that you can listen to those. We had an episode with George Kittle. Our buddy Joe Staley's been on a few podcasts. So if you've never heard of our podcast, you can check it out on Spotify. Listen to it while you're at work, while you're at the gym, you run around the block, listen to our podcast. And we hope to be doing some more stuff here on Fanatics Live to promote some of our upcoming breaks and get you guys involved in the conversation. I think it really helps the flow of the show to have you guys chime in. And we'll see you guys next week on The Hype.